Guerrero, a senior high school mathematics teacher from De La Salle Sobel School, Vermosa campus. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, educators are now facing a new challenge, a new norm. That is, teaching via online distance learning. As an educator, we must equip ourselves with the necessary tools to entice our students to participate in our classes, whether during our synchronous or asynchronous sessions. To help us address this learning gap, I will be discussing an online formative assessment tool called Quizalize. Quizalize is a great venue where students can learn information in a game setting. It allows the students to work at their own pace, but provides the level of competition that motivates and entices them to do better. This tool is somewhat similar to Kahoot, Socrative, and Quizzes, but Quizalize also have some amazing features that you may want to try in your next online classes. My discussion for today will focus on starting your Quizalize account and how to create your online formative assessment. So let us start gamifying your quizzes through Quizalize. Good morning. The first thing that we should do is to visit their website. That is quizalize.com. Here you can see the following: student login, teacher login. If you have any question, all you have to do is to press this button. Type your question, and in a few minutes, you will be receiving answer through their Quizalize Help Center. You may also want to watch a short video presentation regarding what Quizalize can do for you. But first, we have to create our Quizalize account. We have three choices to open a Quizalize account. First is by using your Google account, or if not, use your Office 365 account. And lastly, you may also use your school email address. If you will be using your school email address to open an account, you will be asked to provide the following: your name, your email address, your password, and don't forget to check the terms and condition box. Then, after, you will be asked if you are a student or a teacher. In my case, I use Google account to log in. Once you already have an account, it will take you to this page. It's not that I am endorsing Quizalize. It just so happened that with all the negativity this academic year, we must encourage your students to participate by preparing materials wherein they will learn at the same time enjoy answering it. Maybe you are wondering why use Quizalize. Here are some features why you should try this tool. First, it allows you to browse through resources to find the quiz for the topic of your own choice. You may either use this test or create your own and assign it to your class using a class code. You can also launch the game and monitor the performance of your students in real time. If you are not satisfied with the results of the quiz, you can also assign follow-up assignments or activities to your students based on the performance of the given game. You can instantly see the student who needs your help. You can track their performance over time. In this page, you have two options. You either use Discover or proceed to your library. Let us first discuss the Discover feature. You can use this to search for resources. It can either be for subjects like math, science, English, Filipino, Araling Panlipunan, Edukasyong Pangtao, Edukasyong Pangtahanan at Pangkabuhayan, then the reviewers. Okay, so to start, since I am a math teacher, I'm going to type in polygons. According to this, we ended up having 434 results or activities for polygons. Now, the activity range from handout type review, a video material, or a formative assessment. So this is how a handout type review looks like. In this type of activity, you will be given important concepts to help you prepare or to help your students prepare for a quiz. You can either assign this to your class or save it for later. Now, for video presentation, such as this one, if you are a visual person like me, then this is what you need. A video presentation that will help the students in understanding the concepts better. Okay, you can assign this as a homework, or you can also share this to your student via link, or assign it to your class as a content resource before you give them your quiz. Okay? Now for assessments, so if you will see this icon of Quizalize, then that is an assessment. Okay, if you will press this, you will be given a preview of the quiz. You will be given a preview of the quiz, the given questions, the choices, the time allotted for each question, the number of items. Okay, so you can either give it as a homework or print this one, edit the question, okay, or even play. Now, for assessment, you will be given four choices. Unlike your review and your video presentation, you can easily or you can readily assign this to your class. But for assessments, you can have it in four ways. The first one is student preview. Here you can answer the quiz at your own pace, as if you are the student taking it. Of course, as a teacher, before we give something to our students, we have to answer it first, right? Okay, so let's start. What is regular? Okay. Oh, I got it correctly. And my score is 200, the perfect score. Okay, next. For the next item, I will answer it. I will answer it wrong so that we will have a glimpse what will happen if your answer is wrong. Okay, so that's it. My score is 0. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so after 7 questions, my score is 1196, not bad. Okay, so once you're done with the quiz, you completed the quiz, you will be asked if you want to play again or close. In our case, we're going to close this. Okay, so that is student preview. Now you can also share this to your class. So when sharing, you can share it using a link via Facebook or Twitter. Okay. Aside from that, you can also assign this as an activity. You have 3 choices. Okay. You can assign the quiz to be played in class. You can change the setting to your own liking. Number of attempts unlimited. Well, you can limit it to 1. Number of questions, so all. What I like about Quizalize is that you may provide them with 50 or more questions and select only 10 to be given to the students. So in a way, you are preparing them for random sets, right? Okay. You can also assign this as a homework for your students to practice their skill during your asynchronous meetings. Again, you may change the setting to your own liking. And lastly, you can assign this as an exam. So whatever you choose, you can customize your quiz by adjusting the setting. Okay, even the date. So end activity, that is 9/19. So September, no, I like it to be due on August 21. Okay, so we're changing it. Now, if you okay, so all you have to do is to assign this to your class. Okay, now if you don't want to assign this simply because you want to add some more items, then you can also edit a copy. Okay, there you go. So you can edit the quiz to your own liking, though not all practice exercises can be deleted when if you are on the if your account is free, definitely you cannot edit all. Okay, because some of the assessments are paid. Okay, so let's say I want to change this one. Pentagons are usually regular polygons, so I want to edit this one. In this case, I'm going to eliminate the word usually, and we're going to convert this statement as always, sometimes, never. Okay, statement. So the correct answer will be sometimes true. Then I can add incorrect answers. Okay, so we have here always true and never true. There. Another good feature of Quizalize is that you may add explanation to the answer. Okay, so you may either add more questions if you're happy with this one, then you can save it to your library. Once you save your edited copy, it will automatically be saved in your library. This is what your library looks like. Here you can find the collection of your materials, whether it is a reviewer, a video presentation, or quizzes. Since we are done editing a quiz, why don't we create our own quiz? Okay, so create a new quiz. First thing to do is to choose quiz title. In this case, triangle angle sum theorem. Okay. You may also include an image for your quiz. So I'm going to upload an image. Use this. Okay, there you have. Okay. You may also add um, you may also align quiz to standard or topic or competency. In my case, I opted not to add any. So let's start. Add a question. So my first item is what is the sum of the interior angles? What is the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle? So that's my first question. Okay, so the correct answer is 180. I can also add 90, then 270, and this will be 360. Okay, again, just like what I mentioned before, in Quizalize, you can add an explanation to your correct answer. So our explanation will be based on triangle angle sum theorem. In any triangle, the sum of the measures of its interior angles is 180. And we're done, right? Okay, so you can change the setting. Okay, so you can change the time allotted for the students to answer this. So since this is quite easy, we can change this to 20 seconds. Okay, aside from that, you may also use math mode if you will be including a fraction, exponents, any math symbols, then you may use this. Or you may add images, so you can use this. You may use audio, or text to speech. So it's up to you. You can change the setting here. Okay? So next, okay, what if you want to insert a photo? Okay, so for our next item, we're going to try to insert a photo. So let's add a new question. Okay, and this time use images. Okay, so upload an image. I already have it here. Here's my given image. Okay, so based on the given figure, based on the given photo, my question will be solve for the value of x. Okay, solve for the value of x. So in this particular item, the answer is 35. So we can add incorrect options. So 45, 64, and 71. For your choices, you can also upload photos if you want to. Okay, so the explanation for this one is what will be the equation to solve for the item. So the equation using the triangle angle sum theorem will be x plus 10 plus 2x plus 1 plus 2x minus 6 is equivalent to 1. Okay, and that's it. Okay, if you are good with this one, then yeah. Okay, if you are not happy with the order, you may move the question up or down, or you may also duplicate the question. So if you want this to be the first question, then you can move it up. But then I like it to be the second question, so I'm going to move it down. Okay, next, if you want to duplicate a question, then you may. So let's duplicate the question. Oops, was able to press it more than I should. Okay, so let's erase this. Okay, finally, let's edit this one. Okay, this is my third question wherein I copied or I duplicate the question. So instead of asking my students to solve for x, I already asked them for that in the previous item. So this time I'll be asking them to solve for the middle sized angle. Okay, so in this case, the answer will be 64. So we're going to change this. This will be 45, and this will be 35. Okay, so my explanation for this one is that substitution. So if I would like to substitute it, then, so since x is equivalent to 35, 6, so that is the same as 70 minus 6, or simply 64. So there you have it. I included the proper solution to solve for this one. Okay, so we're done. We already have 3 items. Okay, what if you want to include an equation or other mathematical symbols? Okay, so since I'm a math teacher, of course, I would like to use a math symbol or a math equation. So let's add another question. Okay, so this time I'm not going to use any image, but then I'll be using math. Okay, so Quizalize uses a system called LaTeX to format equations, fractions, exponents, etc. It might seem a little complex at first for you. Well, you need to memorize the codes and the steps, but it is somewhat easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, so if you want to study the codes for LaTeX, all you have to do is to click on the question mark. Okay, learn more here. So some of the codes, or what if you want to type in 3 plus box or blank is equal to 5, 4x plus y is equivalent to 14, x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then what you want to have fractions or exponents or even symbols such as angle and degrees. So this one can help you identify the codes and the rules for each symbol. Okay, so yeah. So in my given item, so I think so since they will be solving a lot here, I'm going to change the duration or the time allotted to time allotment to 45 seconds. Okay. So my question here is that, okay, though I can type it as is, since this is a time activity, students may have a hard time differentiating a text from a mathematical statement or equation. So to emphasize the given math equations, I'll be typing these statements using LaTeX. Okay, so my question is, the following represent the measures of the three angles of a triangle. Okay, so here comes the mathematical statements. So if you want to have it, or if you want to type it using LaTeX, then $sign 2x plus 3. So since I am ending this particular statement, I have to type again $sign. Okay, next will be $sign 4x minus 1. So since I'm ending my second statement, $sign. And for the last one, that will be $sign 3x plus $7. Okay. And I'll be asking my student to solve for the value of x. Okay, so if you're going to solve for this, the answer will be 19, but we're going to include the incorrect answers such as 18 for the options 20, 21. Okay. So again, I'll be including an explanation for my answer. So all I have to do is to type everything. Okay. So let me copy this instead. So instead of comma, we're going to replace it with plus. This will be replaced with plus is equal to 180. So my explanation for this one is the equation on how to solve for x. Okay, so let's check. It's either you add a new question, or if you are happy with it, you may preview. Okay, so let's check. The sum of the, okay, so the answer there is 180. Solve for the value of x. Look how pretty it is. Okay, so you have there the figure and you are asked to solve for x, and that will be 35. Okay, so remember or recall that in our item number 3 we use the same figure, right? So the answer here I think is 65, but it should be 64. Okay. Look how pretty it is. It's very easy for the student to identify the mathematical statements because of the LaTeX. Okay, so the answer here is 19. And we're done. Okay, so once you're done, okay, close it. Okay, so since we already have 4 items here, okay, we can save it to our library. Okay. If you are already happy with your quiz, you may now assign this to your student. Okay, so let's assign this. Okay, I will assign this to my class as a homework. So since this is a homework, I need to change the due date. Instead of September 19, I'm going to have it tomorrow. Okay, save. Then I don't want my students to be distracted with the music and sound, so I will turn this off. Of course, my students need to know the time allotted for them to answer the item, so I will have this on. Number of attempts, I'm changing it to one. Okay. So number of questions. Though I prepared four items, I will only require them to answer just three. So we have sets. Okay, now for the advanced options, random na, randomize order, question order, yes. Allow students to see their results, yes. Show feedback, yeah. Okay, so basically that's it. So let me assign this activity. Okay. Once you are done assigning this activity, the system will navigate you to this page. Here you can assign different follow-up for your students. The material can either be a YouTube video, PDF worksheets, web activities, or assign a different quiz depending on their score in the previous quiz. So if they score less than 50, meaning they failed the assessment, right? So choose your resource. In this case, I decided to give them a YouTube video on solving angles of a triangle using triangle angle sum theorem. Okay, so let's have it here. All I need to get is the link of that video. And I'm going to upload it. Then I'm going to give it to my class. There. Okay, so I already uploaded a video for them to watch if ever their score is less than 50%. Okay, aside from that, I want to check if they will improve their score after the follow-up activity. I will ask my students to play the same quiz again. Okay, so I'm going to check this one. Done. Now, if they score between 50 to 80%, I will just give them a PDF worksheet to hone their skill in solving using triangle angle sum theorem. This time, I will upload the material. So choose your resource. Okay, upload PDF. So I'm just going to drag it here. You will be asked if you are the author of this particular material. So my answer is no. Then I'm going to give it to my class. And there you have it. Okay, again, I will ask my students to answer the same quiz to check if there will be any improvements later. There. If they score 80% or better, I will give them an advanced worksheet to check if they can apply triangle angle sum theorem in solving for exterior angles of a triangle. Okay? So again, this time I'm going to upload a PDF. And I'm going to give it to my class. Do you own the content of the PDF? No. So give to class. Okay, since they are somewhat advanced for those who got 80% or better, I will not ask them to answer the quiz anymore. Okay, so this will be the value. And just press I'm done. Okay, so this time you may now view the activity. Basically, that's it. So there you have it. I was able to show you the step-by-step procedure on how to open a Quizalize account and how to create a quiz and assign follow-up activities to your class. To summarize, these are my honest evaluation of Quizalize. Advantages: visually appealing, can be played during your synchronous or asynchronous sessions, has a basketball version. You can use a quiz made by other teachers, but some are paid assessments. You can edit the questions sometimes. Allows you to add an explanation for correct answers. Provides statistics on your students' performances. It has a math mode, LaTeX. If a student fails the formative assessment, you can assign a follow-up activity. You can give practice exercises or, if not, advanced exercises. You can prepare 20 or more questions and set the formative to randomly give 10 items per student. Automatically, you will have sets. And finally, Quizalize Help Center. This is very useful if you have any queries. Now, the disadvantages. For math questions, you have to use LaTeX. Now, in this case, it is somewhat confusing at first because you have to memorize the codes as well as the rules on how to use LaTeX. Free app is only for 1 month. Now, if you want to create more than 3 classes and view results for more than 5 activities, you need to upgrade. By the way, here is the amount if you need to upgrade. I hope you were able to learn something new today in my presentation. Thank you for watching.